Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. We've got a long workout today to gear you up for that food that you're gonna have later. So we just got one conditioning piece with a lot of different movements, 35-minute time cap. Little Thanksgiving Day sampler here. We're gonna start off with 5 rounds of Sydney. Okay, so that's going to be pull-ups, push-ups, and air squats. We have 5 pull-ups, okay? It's gonna be kipping, butterfly. You can do jumping pull-ups if you like. Make sure when you set up though, you're going hands outside the shoulders here. We're thinking about pulling the bar to our chest. So we wanna pull those shoulders down our back, driving the elbows into our pockets. If you don't have kipping pull-ups, we can do banded. I like to do jumping pull-ups in a workout like this just because you're transitioning so quickly. So find yourself a bar height or grab a box where you can get to a full hang position with your knees bent. You're gonna use those legs to drive, and then you're gonna finish pulling with that upper body and then landing with a full lockout there. Okay, so 5 pull-ups, then you'll drop down. Hands outside the shoulders, palms flat. You're screwing those hands in the ground, and you've got 10 push-ups. So you're keeping the elbows over the wrist, chest touches, and fully extend, okay? Make sure your hips stay off the ground though, okay? You wanna keep that midline tight. You're coming up, and you're doing 15 air squats, quality air squats. So screwing those feet in the ground, hip crease below knee, keeping the feet flat, and fully extend with those hips, okay? So 5 rounds of that, you'll go transition into 4 rounds of kipping handstand push-ups. So if you have those, you're kicking up, handstand position, lowering yourself down, tripod here, headstand position, hips against the wall, driving with those legs, that full extension there. If we don't have those, we could always do a piked version, putting your feet up on a box, bench, something like that. We wanna try to keep our hips over our shoulders. When we go down, we wanna go down at a slight angle and back, or follow the line of our torso. So still screwing your hands into the ground here. I'll go down at a slight angle, head touches, and back through. Make that a little bit easier. I can put my knees on the box, or we could do a dumbbell push press. So we mimic the kipping handstand push-up, going into a dip, drive, and locking it out. So you'll do 15 of those. After that, you'll do 8 and then 15 of the, 15 American kettlebell swings. Okay, so 8 kipping handstand push-ups, and then American kettlebell swing. So we're pulling the kettlebell into the hip, going overhead. Back down to the hip, and overhead. So I'm being really aggressive with my legs when I'm swinging that weight. My back's staying nice and flat here, soft bend in the knee. The kettlebell is coming right into my hips. As I deliver my hips, I kind of bend my elbows a little bit, and I punch straight up. That just kind of helps the kettlebell stay balanced. I keep the bottom of the kettlebell pointing up towards the sky. I finish with that nice hollow body position overhead, rib cage down. So 4 rounds, 8 kipping handstand push-ups, 15 kettlebell swings. Then you're going into some box jumps. All right, so these won't be box jump overs, they'll just be box jumps. You're loading here, jumping up. Since we're not jumping over, we fully extend. So we're opening up those hips. You could step down, drop down, whatever you want to do, but then repeat, jump on top of the box. You'll go back to a bar, and we're doing knees to elbows, okay? So oftentimes we do toes to bar, but we're doing knees to elbows this time. So you might have to give it a little bit of an elbow pull for those knees to elbows. So jumping up with my kip swing, knees to elbows. So I bent my elbows a little bit so I can pull my knees up and in. That's a little bit challenging. You don't have that pull. We can go knees to chest, or maybe you do more of a jackknife crunch on the ground, like so, okay? So you're doing 3 rounds of 15 and 15 there. After that, you're getting into some wall balls, all right? So finding your target, stand about an arm's distance away from your target, the wall or the target up here. You're bringing that ball right to the chest. You're going into your squatting position, driving out of the bottom, tossing that ball up to the target, catching, back up again. Really important, try to maintain that nice upright back position. Keep those elbows high. I don't want to fall over like that. You've got 20 of those. And then you're going into some sit-ups. All right, so we'll go butterfly those legs together, knees out to side. We'll have the ab mat for our low back, touching the shoulders to the ground, sitting up nice and tall, okay? You can touch in front if you want, grab your feet, whatever. Just make sure you're sitting up tall and we're not just touching our feet here. We're not creating that full range of motion at that point. So just 2 rounds of that, and then you're finishing off with 4 rounds of our friend, the assault bike. Okay, so 25 calories for the guys, 20 for the ladies. So going at a good pace here. Obviously you're gonna be tired by the end of the workout, but if there's a lot of people in classes, we may be starting on different spots anyways, okay? So maybe you even started here on the bike, so your pace might be a little bit different. But we've got that assault bike, and then everybody else's favorite, 25 burpees. Chest to the ground, jumping up, clapping overhead, opening the hips. 4 rounds of that. Nice little dessert to finish off your Thanksgiving feast. So that'll be your fun Thanksgiving Day workout, and I hope you guys you have a great day and are grateful.